Hi everybody, this is Prep Dad Skills. The frog is currently asleep, so you will hear him snoring throughout this video. It's not a ghost, it's not anything. He's just a poor dog. Sweet dog, just an idiot. So, going over some stuff and everything to get ready for the storm. And one thing I figured I'd go over that I keep in the basement and everything ready to go, because that's our blackout emergency spot and everything, because it's easiest to heat and everything with the wood fireplace and stuff down there, is our blackout kit. So I'm going to go over that. Our blackout kit is, of course, in a nice high-vis yellow box. Okay, label blackout, lights out. All right, lights out, power, blackout kit and everything, good to go. One of them waterproofy cases. So, in here we have a bunch of stuff because I have a bunch of people and everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go through some of it. I'll go through the whole thing pretty much and touch on what we got. So, first things first off of Jump Street and everything is I have a bunch of Mylar blankets for multiple reasons. A, use them to wrap up in. They're noisy, they're annoying. But the main thing is, though, too, is to use for insulation and everything to seal up the room or the basement, the windows and everything else, because it's a whole lot easier to heat up a small space for everybody to be in than to try to heat up the entire house. And given all of our water and well and everything's coming in from outside, from downstairs, much rather keep it from freezing from down there and everything, and then have trickle heat throughout the rest of the house. So I have 7 of these in here, one for each person, and plenty to isolate everything. Mylar blankets. Next thing I have is I have 4 of these. I have 4 lanterns and everything. Just pull out and go. They're nothing special. Just off of Amazon, and they're all fully loaded with our lithium batteries, so that way then they're storage safe and everything. They're not going to corrode the light over time if they don't get swapped out, and they're preloaded and good to go. So I've got 4 of those. Next, same thing, I have a bunch of flashlights and everything. If you have little kids, especially, these ones are great because they give them something to do. They're entertaining. Go in and out, focus, wide beam and everything. The biggest thing for when the power goes out, like everybody knows, is entertainment, which I have an entire entertainment kit, which we'll go over at another time. So 4 flashlights for the kids and stuff. Same thing with the headlamps. Okay, they do red, they do white. They're just the basic Energizer, nothing fancy headlamps. I have 4 of them, 2 in each location. Then the next thing I have is glow sticks. The one thing I will say is the glow sticks store better in the foil, but I just don't want to deal with the trash and everything. So I just put them in here without the foil on, and it's yet again just another entertainment factor and everything for the kids. So next thing's next. Next thing up is I have all this battery powered stuff. So of course I have spare batteries, spare AA, full pack, all lithium, full pack of AAAs and everything. So enough to refill everything for an extended period of time. So I have those stashed in there. The next thing is I have a wood stove and I have a gas fireplace, or a gas stove. A wood fireplace and a gas stove. So if the power goes out and everything, my self-igniter on the stove in the kitchen won't work, but that's fine. So that's why I have these extendo lighters and everything, and with the low extension. Get your hand out of there, put it in. If for some reason lighters don't work, we do have matches. Everything just strike on the box, generic, nothing special. Next thing is I keep some 36-hour candles, because if the batteries die and everything, then we have candles for that. I do like these a lot better because they are already in a metal container, and you can put the lid on the bottom of it and just help it be that much more stable so the kids don't knock it over, and then you also have a way to snuff it out. And then you can reuse these down the road if you end up using them. Next thing is communication type deal. So I've got 4 power cords in here, and I have 2 giant Anchor. I love Anchor batteries. They are by far my absolute favorite. Fully charged and good to go. Charge them now before the power goes out, and you're set. These are both 20,000 milliamps. So I have plenty of things to charge for everything going on. Obviously we have all our charging cables and everything that we can use for the generator if necessary, but these are here ready to go already. Next thing and everything as well is our Cato Kelly weather radio. 3 ways to operate it. It runs off of solar, it runs off a hand crank, and it runs off of a rechargeable battery, which I have the cable for too. And it's a light, it's a radio, and it lets you know what's going on. A little flashlight. Just let you know what's going on, gives you some sense of entertainment as well, because it does have AM and FM radio on it. There's the brand. Not gonna focus. No, it's not. So entertainment and information. Information is key, so that way then you know what's going on, what's being repaired, what's being worked on. Because the other thing that is definitely going to happen is if we lose power in this area, everyone's going to be on their phones. Everyone's going to be trying to use the internet, which means everyone's stuff's going to crash if it's still working, or be really, really slow, which then A, angers little children, B, just makes it not that much of an enjoyable experience, and then C, you just need something else to go off of. So that's what that is in there for. Then the last, there's 2 of these in there. 1, 2. And that's pretty much it. Everything's in a waterproof case, and it's super high visible. Everybody knows what's in it and what the order is that we use it in and all that jazz. This is one of the more last lines of blackout and everything that we have, or I guess really it's the first line for go grab it. We have it. Hand out headlamps, hand out flashlights. Everybody's good to go if they don't already have one. And yeah, that's what I got. So, like usual, the whole concept of this whole thing is onion layers. I'm gonna go over where this falls in to my layering system and everything at a later date. Just yet again, going through, making sure the kids didn't steal any batteries or anything, because everyone knows about this kit. Making sure everything is functioning and good to go, just to get ready for this storm, because it's supposed to be here Saturday, and when I film this, it's Wednesday. So, have a good one, and thanks. Bye.